Well, good day to you. My name is Leave Anyway from the Department of Leaving the European Union, being out or in or shaking it all about. I'm assisted in this by my colleagues Cliff Edge and our special advisor Catherine, who does charge astronomical fees. Her name is Catastrophe. We do have an astronomical budget as well, so that's all good. Now then, we've got a guidebook for you. Let me give you a little rundown of some of the key guidance. Where did this all start? The basics. A is for Article 50, big fuss. B is for Brexit and Boris and bus. C is for Cameron and credit rating, gone. D for departure, which isn't a con. There's E in EU, and at present we're in it. There's F in Farage, he'll be gone in a minute. Then G is for Gove, who thinks experts are pity. H is for Hillary, chairs the committee. I is for Ireland, concerned for the border, and so it goes on. We'll talk more about that later. Now, we've got a useful online tool here that we can give us some guidance in terms of understanding what exactly get ready for Brexit means. It simply rearranges the components, and that enables us to see the implications of Brexit. I think there may be something wrong with the tool. We'll have to check that and get back to you. That can be somewhat confusing. Here's the guidebook, though, that we've found. Now, my assistant got this from the Amazon. So we're able to trade all over the world. Isn't that wonderful? It's in paperback or Kindle. I believe you can get it on the internet and indeed on Facebook. And there is a hashtag. So I'm sure that's all very useful. So do look out for that guidebook. And it takes us right back to the beginning, where we asked, is this the real thing? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a Farage, escaped from reality? Open your eyes, look out for the lies and see. I'm just a voter. I need no clarity because I'm EC done, EC go, Boris high, Sterling low. Any way the pound goes doesn't really matter to me. That's the spirit. And if you are wondering what will happen next with Brexit, there are 7 key things we would like to explain to you. Number 1, whatever Brexit turns out to be, that was what people voted for in 2016. Number 2, we've got a lot of money to spend on telling you what's going to happen with Brexit, so have no fear about that. Point number 3, we don't know what's going to happen, but here is a picture of some sunlit uplands, which tell us what might happen, but life is full of uncertainties. We hope that's a useful illustration. Now, what we do know is if at the end of next year we leave with no deal, that will cause the other 27 EC countries a lot of problems, and so they ought to agree to our terms, whatever they are. We will be able to strike new trade deals in every corner of the empire, the Commonwealth, or any other country, indeed, as the picture illustrates. And it will all come together in time. It may seem confusing at the moment, but we're sure out of all of that, some sensible new business operation for Britain will emerge. Take Northern Ireland, for example. I'm sure we'll sort that out. Not by 2020, of course. But in the UK, business is completely ready now for whatever it is that we will do. Have no fear of that. Let's just run through, so therefore, what has happened so far. And there were times, I'm sure you knew, when we bit off more than we could chew. Oh, heck, we won. What is that sound? Stock market fell. What crashed the pound? But through it all, when there was doubt, we thought PM would sort it out. Who, Gove implored, fell on his sword. So now where's our way? But that was June 2016, as you can see from the little calendar graphic that we've got on the right-hand side of the screen. Now, there were some questions that went to the Supreme Court. Can the leader leave? Can she take us out? Send them number 50? Show what she's about? Lord Panic asked the judges, and the judges said, now we will spell it out. The executive cannot change the laws. 1688, the Bill of Rights, resolved all doubt. The Commons and the Lords must meet with open doors. Parliament must sort this out. And indeed it did. Now, there were some concerns about some inaccuracies in the campaigning for Brexit, but we were reassured that in fact the Remain side had lied as well. They said if we vote Leave without a plan, that's rash. Our credit rating heave and the currency would crash. They said the trade deals would not follow straight away. They said you made deals, but it takes many a day. Oh, yes, we lied. Led you a ride. But what about the other side? So we were quite assured, therefore, that Remain had lied as well. So that was all right. Now, President Trump said that he would help, which was very kind of him. He said, you're in EU going for exit. Alarm bells are ringing loud. If you're the PM going for Brexit, you'll want to draw a crowd. Totally unprepared are you to play WTO. Truthful and straight and scared are you. Only one way to go. You need someone older and madder telling you what to do. You need someone bigger and badder. I'll take care of you, he said, which was very, very kind of him. Now, the Prime Minister hadn't always been of this persuasion, but then she saw the vote, and now she's a leaver. There's not a trace of doubt in her mind. She's PM. Oh, she'll be a leaver till she dies. The EU had seemed a reasonable give and take. It seemed the more we gave, the more we got. But enough of that. It was time to issue Article 50. Knowing me, knowing you, haha. 4852, knowing me, knowing you, haha. We just have to face it. This time we're through. We're really through. Breaking treaties with the EC, I know, but we have to go. Knowing me, knowing you, that's the best we can do. Mr. Tusk responded, saying, at first we were not worried, thought you had it planned, till the Tory party argument got out of hand, and then they made a crazy fuss on a bus that was so long, and no one had the experts say this bus was simply wrong. And so you're out. You've made your case. I just walked in to find Theresa with her number 50 face. Your referendum had no lock or threshold to make it through, and so now you've chosen Brexit 48 to 52. Yes, indeed. There was a general election next. The Prime Minister, Theresa May, thought back to her great hero, Maggie Thatcher, and recalled her memory. Wake up, Maggie. I think I got manifesto gains from you. It's my election, and I really want to be back to rule. I keep the country in check. They'll vote for me. What the heck? Oh, Maggie, I'm much like you every day. You snatch the milk through the squeals, and now I'll stop school meals. I'll put up tax, and that will really hurt. So that was very inspirational. The election didn't go quite as planned, but the preparations for Brexit continued. And they were singing bye-bye to our time with EC. We are leaving without grieving for the trashed currency. Them good old boys climb the leadership tree, singing, look what it's doing for me. Look what it's doing for me. So things were really going very well, November 2017. It wasn't easy. They thought it strange when you tried to explain why to leave, that you still need the votes after all that you'd done. Would they believe you? All they can see is the Home Sec they once knew, although in brown plants and not blue. A careful precaution for you. Now, as the summer wore on in 2018, it was time for the World Cup. This brought to mind 3 lines from the whip. Back this crazy caper, we can't blame you, Kip. Theresa wants white paper, it's coming home. 3 lines from the whip, it's coming home, it's coming. Experts are forgetting, Brexit's coming home, it's coming home. There were some problems to solve. How do you solve a problem like our Brexit? She said that Brexit equals Brexit. Makes no sense to me. She holds elections, doesn't win, and bribes the DUP. And underneath her Brexit, all the weaknesses she'll see. I know why Cameron's singing on his exit. But we needed to move on, and it was time for a Conservative Party leadership contest, which is a useful opportunity to test out our online tool again. And indeed, we had 7 chaps contesting once it got down to the shortlist for the TV debate. So I think the tool's working well now. 7 chaps, let's see what it's going to give us. 7 chaps, crave. 7 chaps, crave. Yes, okay, this is good. 7 chaps, crave, leader, no, 7 chaps, crave, loner, 7 chaps, 7 chaps crave, 7 chaps crave loner idiot test. Yes, okay, the tool is working perfectly now. Good. So, are you ready for Brexit? We've given you a lot of information in this video, but there is a useful guidebook. There were preparations to make. I've stayed at home, I've got no deal. Now I've got to tell the EU how I feel. If they received my letter telling them we'd soon be free, then they'll know just what to do. If they don't want me, I'll try a yellow hammer around the whole country. It's been 3 long years, not much done, you see. If I need yellow hammers for the whole country, it said on the bus, money for us, put blame on the EC. If I need yellow hammers for the whole country, but possibly we'd be able to get a deal. The important thing was to get Brexit done. Let's check this out with the tool again. Getting Brexit done. What does that in fact mean? We can see what the components of Get Brexit Done do for us. Being, yes, I think the tool's working very nicely now, and yes, okay, we can see the way this is going and the impact on the country from getting Brexit done. That's very clear. Good. Now, we've given you a lot of guidance in this video. There is more available, going through Goodbye Speaker's Green Chair, Any Deal Will Do, He's a No Deal Wizard, Bridge Over Double Borders. If any of you are worried about the Northern Ireland situation, don't be. There's a fantastically complicated arrangement that has been proposed involving checks as material goes to Northern Ireland according to whether it stays in Northern Ireland, gets exported to the Republic of Ireland, or becomes part of something and just exported to the Republic of Ireland. There is no possible way that the government and businesses will be able to put together systems that deal with that in the course of only 12 months. We've never managed that before, so there's no possibility that we'll be leaving according to those arrangements at the end of 2020. So don't worry about that. That's really where we're up to. So if you found this online guidance so far helpful, we can provide this next section online too. Kat is saying to me that if you like this video, then you should like it. Well, that seems fairly obvious or inevitable to me, but anyway, if you do like it, then like it, apparently. Here's full details of the guidebook. Brexit's a trick, not a treat, question mark. A little rhetorical question there. In fact, when we were all recruited, we were asked whether we thought Brexit was a trick or a treat, and the people who said trick were not recruited, so we all of us said treat. And we're looking forward to the street parties, the rejoicing, when we finally have Brexit. Troops are on hand in case the rejoicing gets out of hand, but that will be a wonderful time. Here anyway is the guidebook. Half of the net royalty earnings will be donated to UK registered charities. Details of the guidebook again. You can get it from the Amazon, and I'm told they have plenty there, so do go and get it there. Read it, tell your friends about it. You can get it in paperback or Kindle. There is an internet site for it, and apparently it is on Facebook with a page called Brexit's a Trick, Not a Treat. A little bit of a joke there. And indeed, I'm told there is a hashtag Brexit's a trick, not a treat. Well, whatever will they think of next? Stand by and you will see further things, I'm sure, on this channel. But if you would like more online guidance from us, please do like and share this video and we'll produce some more for you. This has been Leave Anyway with assistance from Cliff Edge and Catastrophe on behalf of the department for doing whatever it is we're supposed to be doing. Thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy the guidebook.